Hey guys, Banana Luck here. Welcome back to another Watcher of Realms video. We're back with more GvG content and just gonna take a quick look at our attacks today. Yeah, so it's a new season, new placements, new maps, and it is exciting coming up with new teams and strategies. And we're seeing a lot more new comms coming up. I think one that's very obvious is Piercer comms. Seeing a lot of those, maybe not in this particular stronghold, but you can see there's one there, even though we got 0 already. I think people are still trying to figure out, what the best teams to work with. And yeah, I think it's nice to see a refresh, set of units. There are some very strong comms that I'm really observing. I think Ingrid is probably still very good in this map because there are a lot of one line placements where she can hit all the way to the end. But we're going to focus on our attacks today. And yeah, not the best results, but we're just going to take a quick look at it anyways. So yeah, this first one, a single DPS, and I couldn't break it twice actually. You can see first one, I think it went a lot better here. Managed to proc the Lily buff. And then we send in the destroyers hoping to kill Constance, but a lot tankier than I expected. Yeah, you can see 20k damage is barely doing anything, so this is definitely a tank, Constance. And yeah, very bad X deployment timings, and the defense just falls apart from here, honestly. Because yeah, there's really nothing much else we can do. I think the best choice here was to honestly send the wolves a lot earlier. I don't know why I decided to send another fool. And what happened here was that as a result, by the time we send the wolves through, they all will just be frozen by Mari because yeah, they're just simply in range. And Ingrid goes into Overlord there and everything falls apart. Yeah. So underestimating the single DPS quite a bit here. And yeah, we went back to the same attack. This time around, we did manage to get a lick through, but still very bad attempts. Because I still didn't recognize that Constance was a tank here. And for some reason, I think thanks to the RNG, you can see that Constance only procced once, or rather the Unyielding only procced once. And yeah, should have procced the Mari way before that, and Ingrid goes into Overload here, and it's pretty much GG. Cause yeah, there's really not enough DPS left to clear up these guys. Yeah, this is a lot of heals coming out. It's like 20k upon 20k. Once again, Ajax is in Overload. Sorry, Ingrid is in Overload. And we sent out the two wolves. We did manage to sneak one through, but yeah, not nearly enough. And yeah, that's game. Yeah. I do think that better timings could have been used. I underestimated the fact that Mari's ultimate is much bigger range than her attack. So it triggers even though, you don't necessarily have anyone in the tower in front of her. The other failed attack was this one, Boris and Nora. So this is a very classic defense even in last season, and I was thinking of just swarming it. But I think what happened was that yeah, I summoned one more Feral Guard, and that was the very mistake that leads to the downfall here because we basically don't have enough time to get the wolves out before the next Boris ultimate here. Yeah, Boris is gonna get another ultimate here. And the Necros die, which is the main problem. So even though we get two set of wolves through, Anora gets her ultimate by then, everything gets wiped. And it's GG from here. I think the timings are a lot more tight here for some reason. Yeah, but definitely a lot of mistakes made there. But I think the other teams went a lot better. So just take a look at this one. So Piercer team. So bad thing about Piercers, as always, this has always been the case, is that they are very easily baitable. So you're gonna see here, we send out the rare defenders in a pair. They're gonna bait all these ultimates, and then we're gonna send in our axes to try to proc Brokier's unyielding. So you can see the Lily one proc there. And then we see the second one, that's the Iceberg. And we see Silas proccing his ultimate. And then we send in the axes to finish him up because Lily's unyielding may come back here, but even then, you know, the Iceberg is gone. There's no second life here. And that's done. Just gonna wait for the ultimates to wear off. Send in legendary flyers here. A bit too early there. Still managed to kill most of the things. And then it's just a matter of sending the wolves in. Yeah, and then this game. There we go. So very easily baitable, and once your ultimates are off, the problem with Piercer teams is that you don't really have enough DPS when your units are not on an ultimate. That's the big problem. And you're gonna see this team, it's gonna be even more straightforward because it's Alwyn as a healer. So yeah, Brokier is not gonna have much survivability here unless you manage to get enough damage out here. You can see the Iceberg proc. Silas gets his ultimate on. And we get Brokier's ultimate proc as well, which is great because this means now he won't have any freeze to protect him. And Brokier dies and this defense pretty much falls apart here. Yeah. You can see that even though Eopa is on his own, he can still do pretty decent damage to the legendary flyers if you time it correctly, especially with the Alwyn. It's a bit harder to time with the Alwyn there, but yeah, it's still possible, as you can see there. And I think other than that, I think we did have some swarming teams as well. Yep, this one. So this one very obviously felt like it was lacking physical DPS. So just send in the Fallen Templars with the shields. Bad thing about Arrogance is that the ultimate is auto. So yeah, you can see by the time the first unit gets there, there's really nothing much else they can do. And after this, we pretty much just need to summon our Necros, bait the Hatsut ultimate, Mari ultimate and all before we send the wolves in. You see skeletons going in, Hatsu ultimate procs. We're waiting a bit for the Mari ultimate there before I send the wolves in, and yeah. So still using the same old swarming methods that we had from the last season. I think it's, yeah, especially with these teams where there's only like one tank, it's swarming is always the easier thing to, you know, deal with them. This one, same thing as well. Only DPS here is really Prateus, because for AI to do any damage, units have to walk behind. So what worked well here was just using a Pope, a Pharaoh, to actually shield from Praetus's damage from his ultimates. And then get the healers in. Start sending in the necros. Yeah, I can see Magda's ultimate proc there. And we just wait for a bit more of the spawns to head in. We send the wolves and yeah, pretty much overwhelm them very easily. Problem here is that Magda is sitting at the back, so there's really no benefit that she provides, except during her ultimate. I think that range gives the Prateus some extra penetration and damage, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, not enough DPS there to really deal with the necro spawns, because if you don't manage to kill the big guys, then yeah, you're not gonna deal with the swarm at all. Yeah, this one is a little more hilarious, just 3 units. So yeah, this one had no Eloin, so it's very easy to deal with. We proc all the ultimates here, and once that's done, we send in the rare shielders. By the time they reach here, yeah, they're gonna more or less be prepared for the wolves to come. I waited a bit for the broke here, shield to be gone, and then yeah, that's game. So yeah, 5 GvG attacks that were successful, 3 not so much. I think we're still picking up the meta this season. There's also that new Demon Soldier, which doesn't seem that impactful, but we don't know. Because the game has been very good at releasing bad Demon Soldiers like these 2 guys, which have never ever been used. At least the speed guy, you know, there are some teams that, you know, use this to great extent, especially with bombs and all that. So this guy has like some unique resistance to, you know, 10% more damage on Watchers and other heroes while dealing 10% more damage to him. So not sure where this will come in handy, but yeah, depends on how this guy attacks and all, but it looks like he's pretty much there to just provide magic resistance reduction. And yeah, I don't really see how this guy would be, you know, part of the meta, because 30% isn't much, to be honest. Maybe it will be significant when we start seeing it, but yeah, maybe he's a tank, I don't know, because from this it looks like Silas is not doing much damage to him, but then again, this is just a random guide video, so yeah. Will be interesting to see when this guy starts dropping from the GvG matches, whether there's any use. But yeah, that's it for the attack this match. Hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comment section below. Let me know if you guys want to see any more of this GvG content. And I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.